Hey everyone, welcome to Illegal Alien Racing. This is a 12-lap final in league racing out at Lone Star Kartpark this time. Haven't raced here in about 2 years. There's only 10 drivers in this one. Let's see how this goes. Starting in third, I've qualified fifth, finished third in the pre-final, so we are third. That is Justin to the right, Sosa in the 20 Kart to the right, and number 4, can't remember his name, in front. Nice guy though. Sosa makes a nice move to the inside in turn 4. Gonna settle on in here. Go a little easier on this right-hander because if you don't have a cart that turns right well, you'll slide out pretty far and they'll go underneath you. So it's better to back off just a smidge in the open and lap until you figure out what kind of cart you have. All right, gonna settle in here in third place. Cart 4 goes a little wide. Get a run on the inside. Let's see if we can take second away. And we're able to make the move stick. I was told there's Justin in Kart 3. I was told Kart 4 is a really fast kart. You can see it there doing its thing on the outside. Still there. That's a really fast kart. So right here, I go really wide. And what happened there was this kart hardly has any brakes, come to find out. And when I hit the brake pedal, I got about 25% of what I was expecting. So that was definitely a big surprise for me to discover that. And turn 4 is probably the worst place you can find out that that's what you've got to work with. So this is rental kart racing, and in the leagues I race in, we get a different kart each race. And you know, one of the fun things, I guess, and key things if you want to do well, is who could adapt to their kart the quickest, because every kart kind of has its own little personality and does things better or worse than some of the other ones you drove before. All right, I have multiple camera angles here. We're going to switch over to Justin, who's right behind me there. I think Justin was pretty satisfied with this kart as far as speed and handling goes. And he didn't complain about the brakes, so I think he did have brakes. All right, back up with me in second place. This section right here, there used to be curbs right there and right there. They took them out, so now you have a more direct line through there. And right here used to be really bumpy. It looks like they repaved it because it's pretty smooth. So they've definitely been doing some work on the track. Started racing out here when it was a brand new track. Had a lot of fun racing out here. Now this looks like it's going to be a non-eventful cruise to second place. You may want to stick with me till the end because it may not go as planned or as it seems it's going to go. But yeah, I haven't driven out here in about 2 years and didn't take any practice laps or anything. Just got qualifying and went for it. Karts seem really fast, and this is there's not a lot of time to rest on this track, so my hands actually got just a little bit tired, even though I do have a 100cc kart. All right, we're gonna go to in-kart audio. You're catching me, huh?
We're pretty equal. Our karts are pretty equal. Seems like.
Well, my brakes were good, I would be okay, but they're just hard to read. So I'm talking to Justin, who is right behind me in third place. And you hear me there complaining about the brakes. So what I had to start doing is just braking earlier, because again, I was getting about 25% of what I wanted. So if you just brake earlier, kart eventually will slow down, and it's, I think in my opinion, it's just better to slow down a little bit more and nail the corner versus come in too hot and, you know, just really go offline. But it took me a little bit to figure it out because the brakes were kind of changing a little bit throughout the run. It was a little bit of an odd situation that I had never dealt with before. Took a look back there with Justin. You can see him start to catch me. And he didn't say anything on the radio. And I took a peek over my shoulder there and I saw him. I was like, hey, Quit trying to sneak up on me. Just don't say anything on the radio, and then next thing you know, he passes me trying to be sneaky. But I'm on to him. It's always good, even if you think you're by yourself, just to take a peek over your shoulder here and there and see what's going on. All right, we're going to do some more in-car audio between Justin and I.
There ain't no team orders out here, mate. This is NASCAR.
Ain't no water around here, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're fine.
I gotta run on your ass. Photo, pull over. Team order, pull over.
He squeezed me. He squeezed me.
He blocked me. He blocked me. Get this guy out of here. This guy only knows how to win if he's leading a race.
Seems a bit manipulated, man.
All right, those are really bad F1 impressions, so please forgive us, but we're out here driving, having a fun old time, trying to throw out some F1 references. If you haven't watched Drive to Survive on Netflix, do yourself a favor, tune in and watch the series, and you will get a lot of the little jokes we're kind of saying on the radio, and it's a great series overall. You see Justin here looking at the inside. I'm going to go, not defensive there, I made a mistake.
I messed up there, dude. I left the inside open for you.
I took a racing lap. I thought you were just gonna block me.
I noticed.
Oh shit, they're gonna catch us.
So right here, you know, Justin said something that's really important. Hey, they're going to catch us. Ideally, what we need to do is line up and just stay in a straight line and not race each other and try to pull away a little bit more. Not really pulling away because that is Kart 4 behind Justin. I don't know how far back, but he's in a fast kart and they're catching us. So there's no pulling away. It's just trying to maintain the lead we have until the end of the race. You can see right there, Kart 4 is already shown up to the scene. He's ready to race. So we're in some trouble here. We have a lap car just ahead. Let's see if he moves out of the way. And it looks like it kind of does. Justin gets hit a little bit in the back right there. Goes wide and 4 goes inside of him. A little Bristol bump and run there. Could be a penalty, I suppose, if they saw it, but they usually don't call that type of stuff in rental car racing. At least where I race. All right, so I've got my hands full. I don't see him to the inside here, and he gets a run on me. Go up to the barriers, and then Justin goes back to the inside of both of us. We lost a lot of momentum there. And Justin takes second place back. And right here, totally run into him. That's because that brake issue I was telling you about. Went to hit him and just nothing. And I ran into him, so I backed out and let him get his spot back. So you see how you're kind of cruising in second place for a while by yourself, and next thing you know, the race can turn on you. Let's see what Justin does through here. He needs to go defensive down low. That's where I got past here. He does do that, but it kills momentum. And he gets past me outside. Switching over to Justin. I actually thought during the race that he should maintain the regular line to try to maintain his speed, but again, he doesn't really know how close number 4 is to him, so I don't blame him for taking the defensive line through there, especially since he had just seen Kart 4 pass me in that same section just a bit earlier. The race is winding down to the end, and Kart 4 is just pulling away from Justin. And Sosa's gone with this race. He's going to win this one pretty easy. One more lap to go after this. We're going to go switch back to my view, and you can see how far I am behind Justin. I'm going to try to see if I can make a little lunge forward and at least get on his rear bumper to the end. Not looking good. Let's see if I can make up some room here on this left-hander coming up. Yeah, make up a little time through there, but it's not enough. If I would have had maybe one more lap, maybe I could have caught up to the back of them, maybe. But yeah, 4th place. Not terrible. Probably, I think I could have probably finished in 3rd had that little barrier deal not happened, but that's the way it went. It was a lot of fun. And congrats to Sosa for winning, number 4 for 2nd place, and Justin for getting in 3rd place, rather. All right, that is it from Lone Star Kartpark. I hope you enjoyed this quick little race that we decided to do during the week. And I will see you on the next one. Y'all take it easy.